satellite view of trenches amid the Russian invasion in Bakhmut, Ukraine on January 3, 2023, Reuters. Ukraine dismissed as a trick a unilateral order by Russia for a 36-hour ceasefire starting on Friday, and the leaders of the United States and Germany said they were sending armored fighting vehicles in a boost for the Kyiv government. The U.S. weapons package, to be announced on Friday, is expected to include about 50 Bradley fighting vehicles as part of security assistance totaling about $2.8 billion, U.S. officials said. Right now the war in Ukraine is at a critical point, U.S. President Joe Biden told reporters. We have to do everything we can to help the Ukrainians resist Russian aggression. Germany would provide Marder infantry fighting vehicles, according to a joint statement on Thursday from Biden and Chancellor Olaf Scholz. Both countries agreed to train Ukrainian soldiers on how to use them, it said. Germany would also supply a Patriot air defense battery to Ukraine, which has scored some battlefield successes since Russian forces invaded last February but has asked allies for heavier weapons. Truce proposal. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky rejected out of hand a Russian order for a truce over Orthodox Christmas starting at noon on Friday and ending at midnight on Saturday. He said it was a trick to halt the progress of Ukraine's forces in the eastern Donbass region and bring in more of Moscow's forces. They now want to use Christmas as a cover, albeit briefly, to stop the advances of our boys in Donbass and bring equipment, ammunitions, and mobilized troops closer to our positions, Zelensky said in his Thursday night video address. Russia's Orthodox Church observes Christmas on January 7. Ukraine's main Orthodox Church has been recognized as independent by the church hierarchy since 2019 and rejects any notion of allegiance to the Moscow Patriarch. Many Ukrainian believers have shifted their calendar to celebrate Christmas on December 25, as in the West. Zelensky, pointedly speaking in Russian and not Ukrainian, said that ending the war meant ending your country's aggression. This continues every day that your soldiers are on our soil. And the war will end either when your soldiers leave or we throw them out. Dmitry Polyansky, head of Russia's permanent mission to the United Nations, was scathing on Twitter about Ukraine's reaction. One more reminder with whom we are fighting in Ukraine: ruthless nationalist criminals who are ready to sacrifice their country and their people for the sake of Western geopolitical games and who have no respect for sacred things, Polyansky wrote. No peace. In a phone call with Zelensky on Thursday, Turkish President Tayyip Erdogan said his government was ready to take on mediation and moderation duties to secure a lasting peace between Russia and Ukraine. Russian President Vladimir Putin told Erdogan separately on Thursday that Russia was open to dialogue over Ukraine but that Kyiv would have to accept the loss of territories claimed by Russia, the Kremlin said.